To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov.
From the Fast Track Storm Center, this is a severe weather alert. Alright everyone, good evening, or rather good morning to you all. Fast Track Mason here with the Fast Track Storm Center coming to you because we have a tornado warning that has been issued for, hold on, give me 1 second here. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm using a different camera this time. Anyway, we have a tornado warning that was just issued for northern Butler County, southeastern Preble County, and southwestern Montgomery County in Ohio. This is until 12:30 a.m. this morning. And it is for this storm that you can see right here, right near Oxford, is where we are seeing the most intense part of this thunderstorm right here. In fact, where you can see this hooking right here, that is where we are seeing this storm ramp up right now. She go ahead and we'll go ahead and put on the velocity scans. And don't forget, I am also simulcasting this live stream onto YouTube as well. So give me 1 second here while I pull up the velocity. And hopefully we can get that up here. Sorry, I'm having some issues right now. Give me 1 second here. While we do that, I have a backup source that I can try and pull from, okay? This is an alternate source of live Fast Track Max, okay? Here we go, right here. Okay. So, we'll just use this for now because since it is, like, very intense. Okay, so, anyway, here we go. This is an alternate source of live Fast Track Max Doppler radar. So you can see here, this area right here is where we are seeing the most intense part of this thunderstorm. And so this is going to be moving off to the northeast. This is to the northeast of Oxford. This is going to be crossing over 127. This is right near Somerville. So if you're in the Somerville area, you need to be taking cover right now. I'll go ahead and put my velocity on here so we can see exactly where this is going. And it looks like it's this area here over northern Butler County. This is just to the east of Miami University. You can see here on the map, like I said, this is an alternate source of live Fast Track Max than what you guys are used to, okay? So, you see here around Dartown is where we are seeing the most intense part of this thunderstorm, as we have some circulation that is going on with this thunderstorm. You can see we have red going away from the radar and green going towards the radar. And when you get that together, that's when you get the rotation within this thunderstorm. I'll go ahead and put my debris tracker on so we can see if whether or not we have any debris signatures. It doesn't look like we have any debris signatures right now. So that is some good news, but certainly not something to take lightly. This storm still has the potential of producing a tornado. Going back over to radar, you can see here as it's crossing into southeastern Preble County, it's getting ready to right now. You see where this hook is right here on radar. This is a very well-defined hook. This is right near Collinsville. Actually, this is right over the top of Collinsville, to be exact. Collinsville, you need to be in your safe spot. Somerville, you need to be in your safe spot. I'll go ahead and take a look at what we call normalized rotation. This is basically just like the shear tracker that you guys are used to on the other sorts of live Fast Track Max. Only except this is a little bit more different, okay? And you can see that right here is where we are seeing some of that rotation. Going back over to velocity, you can see we're still seeing that rotation right around the Dartown area, okay? So I'll zoom in here and we'll get you some streets, okay? This is near South Street. Looking at South Street, Dartown Road, 177, 73. What else? There's Bogan Elementary School, Dars Run. Okay, there's a new update from the radar. Let's see here. Hamilton Eaton Road, Old Middletown Road, 127. State Road. There's Collinsville right there. Houston Road. Wayne Milford Road. Wayne Trace Road. So it looks like it's this area here of northern Butler County that's under the gun for this tornado, this possible tornado. Going back over to the radar, you can see here, okay, Collinsville, this hook is to the north of you, but if you're in the Somerville area, you need to be taking cover. That includes also West Elkton, Greenbush, Browns Chapel, Jacksonburg, Miltonville, Middletown, Posttown. There's Posttown Heights, Astoria, I believe is how you say it. Gratis, Farmersville, Germantown, and then there's Mudlick right there. And then to give you a point of reference, I'll zoom out here. Okay, it looks like they whittled back a little bit on the tornado warning. Okay, and this is a little bit of a different thing here with this particular radar source. And so anytime the warning updates or a new one gets issued, the warning polygon will actually flash. Okay, so that's what we just saw, because they just trimmed back the warning a little bit on both the western and the northern edge of the warning. So that's what we saw here. And it looks like we are getting a new scan-in from Live Fast Track Max Doppler radar. So right here, right over the top of 127, which runs north to southeast. So that runs all the way through from Eaton all the way down through the Somerville area, all the way down to New Miami, and then down into the Hamilton area. This is where this storm is, okay? And so if you're in this area and you're watching me either on Facebook Live or you're watching me on YouTube as this is being simulcasted on YouTube, take cover now, okay? Again, I've not had any reports of tornadoes on the ground, but certainly could happen, okay? Remember, we want to move to the basement. If you don't have that basement, an alternate interior room that's the furthest away from those exterior walls and windows, the bathroom, a closet, stairwell, an interior hallway. Cover yourselves with mattresses, blankets, pillows, whatever you may have to protect you from any flying debris. If you are in a mobile home, get out of there and get to a more substantial shelter, maybe a friend's house, a relative's house. If time allows, consider seeking shelter underground elsewhere. Remember, mobile homes and outbuildings will offer no shelter from this potential tornado, okay? Tornadoes are difficult to see and confirm at night, so do not wait to see or hear this tornado if there is one, okay? Which there is not one right now, but one could spin up. But for right now, this is all radar indicated. If you're driving along 127 or 5, is that 503? Yeah, that's 503. That's 503 right there near West Elkton. So if you're in this area and you know someone that's driving on the roads right now, or if you yourself is driving on the roads and you're in this area, you need to pull off the side of the road immediately and and take cover, okay? Maybe pull into the parking lot of a gas station or a grocery store and hunker down until the storm has passed, okay? So again, the storm is, it's right here. It is moving to the east at about 50 miles per hour. Still showing radar indicated. It shows at 12:08 a.m. A significant storm capable of producing a tornado was located near 7 Mile, moving east at 50 miles per hour. So this storm is putting the pedal to the middle. So if you live in Middletown, Trenton, Franklin, Carlisle, Gratis, 7 Mile, Dartown, Germantown, Farmersville, Somerville, West Elton, Jacksonburg, Collinsville, and Poasttown Heights, you need to be taking cover, okay? We'll go ahead and we'll go back over to my correlation coefficient. Again, this is what I look at to see if there's any possible debris signatures. And at this point, I'm not seeing any debris signatures, so that's some good news. Going back over to my velocity scans. Not seeing anything that looks... well, actually, we are still seeing the rotation, I meant to say. Again, as we are seeing the reds going away from the Wilmington radar, which is to the east of where the storm is. Then you have the greens going towards the Wilmington radar. And when you get that together, that's when you get this rotation, okay? So let's go ahead and do a storm track on this storm. Move it off to the east. 50 miles per hour. So it looks like Astoria at 12:20. Okay, that's when this is supposed to be there. And I want to zoom in. I want to zoom back into this area because it looks like this is starting to get a little bit more intense here. This is right over the top of, this is right near 744, near Middletown, Oxford Road. Jacksonburg, this is near you. There's Jacksonburg Road, so to give you a point of reference, here's Middletown, Oxford Road. There's Jacksonburg Road right here that runs north to south. There's 122, 503 right here. And this is where we are seeing the rotation right here. And this is also right here. This is where we're seeing some of that intense wind action right here. You see how bright these colors are. That means we have intense winds blowing in this area right here. We call that gate-to-gate shear, okay? So let's go back. Actually, let's go and we'll take a look at the normalized rotation again. You see how intense it's getting right here. And I mean, look at this. .23 meters per second. That's just how strong this is, okay? That's how strong the rotation is. Going back over to radar. We still are continuing with the tornado warning until 12:30, okay? I still have not had any reports of the tornado on the ground by any means. So hopefully that stays the same. But we are still seeing rotation here on the velocity, okay? Right here. This is just to the south of 20. So West Elton, Beechwood, Greenbush, there's 21, 23, there's Browns Chapel right there, and there's Astoria right there. So right here in this area is where the most dangerous part of the storm is at right now, okay? Let's see here. Again, right in this area right here is where we can see a potential spin up of a tornado. Let's see here. CC. Still not seeing any debris. Okay, we have a flash flood warning. That's outside of the viewing area. Okay, and that's a tornado warning for in. Sorry, I'm bouncing around on YouTube as well. I was watching SpongeBob. Anyway, okay, I just saw the warning change a little bit. Looks like they cut back on the western part of this warning, so they're trimming it back a little bit, okay? Still not seeing any clear debris signatures by any means, so that's some good news with this storm. That's what we like to see, is no debris signatures. This right here, this is differential reflectivity. This is where I used to scope out the storm to see which parts are actually meteorologically related and which ones are not, based on what particles are in the air. And again, we're still seeing that rotation. It's not as well defined as it was just a little bit ago, but it's still right here, about to cross over 20, and then there's 122. So there's the intersection right there of 122 and 20. That intersection right there is where we are seeing this at right now, and there's that rotation right there. So this will continue. This is going to cross over 20 and eventually cross over to 122. So that means any of you that live in southeastern Preble County need to be in your safe spot. West Elton, looks like this storm, looks like the dangerous part of the storm is going to stay to the east of you, but stay in your shelter until this warning expires and until I give you all clear. Beechwood, Greenbush, Browns Chapel, you need to be in your safe spot as well. Anyone driving along 122 or 20, there's 20 right there. That one's west to east. That intersects with 122 right there. There's 23 to give you a point of reference, and then there's 21 right there that runs from West Elton all the way up into Browns Chapel. So for those of you that live in southwestern Montgomery County, also need to be in your safe spot as well, okay? Northern Butler County still remain in your safe spot, okay? Let's see here. I want to get some roads going here in Montgomery County to see who is going to be in line for the storm as well. We got Oxford Road, Browns Run Road, South Preble County Line Road. There's 725 right there. Browns Chapel, like I said, we got Oxford Road and Browns Run Road, to be exact. There's Mudlick. You got 4, you got 123. So, Germantown, you also need to be in your safe spot as well, okay? And then, like I said, this also, I will say this also clips a small sliver of northwestern Warren County as well. So, even though, actually, it does include Warren County. It does. I thought it was just Butler, Preble, and Montgomery counties, but it also includes Warren County as well. Okay. All right. So for those of you that live in northwestern Warren County, also need to be in your safe spot as well. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about you guys. I completely forgot that you guys were in the tornado warning. Carlisle, Franklin, you need to be in your safe spot. There's 75 right there. There's Interstate 75. So if anyone's driving along Interstate 75, you need to get off the road and let the storm pass, okay? There's Manchester Meadows. There's some landmarks right there. Middletown, West Middletown, Posttown Heights right there. Zoom in here a little bit more tighter. To give you some roads, there's Browns Run Country Club, Franklin Madison Road, Martz Paulin Road, Franklin Trenton Road. This is in the vicinity here. Titus Avenue. A few other landmarks looks like the Butler County Warbirds, Middletown Regional Airport, and then also North University Boulevard, Manchester Avenue, So those are just some of the roads that are going to be in the path of the storm, okay? Going back over to radar. And it looks like the storm has crossed into southwestern Montgomery County now. The most intense part of the storm in southwestern Montgomery County, passing right over the top of Browns Chapel. And also moving over the top of Poasttown Heights. This is going to continue to pass over the top of Carlisle, Franklin. This is going to also move over Germantown. Heads up to you in Miamisburg, West Carrollton, Springboro, Royal Springs Estates. See here also Liberty, Ellerton, and then on to the Dayton Metro. Let me go back over to my debris tracker. Not seeing a clear debris signatures at this point. So that's some good news. Zooming out though, while we have the moment here, we also do have some strong storms here, stretching from parts of Miami County all the way back into parts of Wayne County, around the Richmond area, and even around Fayette County. Okay, so it looks like the tornado warning has been canceled. Now it just includes Butler and Montgomery counties. Okay? So, yeah, Butler and Montgomery are the only two counties left in this tornado warning. It says a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Carlisle, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. And that was at 12:22. So let's go ahead and get a track on this storm. Yeah. Northeast at 50. And I gotta go up here to read this because I have something in the way. Looks like Moraine, Dayton, and Riverside. So Moraine at 12:37, Dayton at 12:41, and Riverside at 12:45. Okay, so this storm's going to continue to head up towards the Dayton Metro. So for those of you that live in the Dayton Metro, need to be on the lookout for the storm. Okay. If it holds together, we could see this warning get extended into the Dayton Metro. So heads up for those of you in Miamisburg, West Carrollton, Moraine, Riverside, Kettering, Centerville, Washington Township, even up towards Trotwood, New Lebanon, Farmersville. You're just on the edge of this tornado warning polygon. And then on towards also in the parts of northwestern Greene County as well, Fairborn. Anyone that lives in near Fairborn, Beaver Creek, Bellbrook. I just got something here from the National Weather Service. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, that's for the tornado warning down south. Okay. I wish I could get this to go away. I can't. Anyway, zooming in here, velocity on, and also, okay, they're going to let the tornado warning for Butler and Montgomery counties expire. So they are going to go ahead and let it expire, okay? So that's some good news. They're not going to extend it. And hopefully it stays that way, okay? While we have the moment here, let's go ahead and take one more look at correlation coefficient, which is, again, our debris tracker. And again, I'm not seeing any clear indications of debris, which is some good news. Germantown, stay in your safe spot until this warning expires. Mudlick, Sunbury. This storm is passed on by, but heads up to you in Miamisburg, West Carrollton, Moraine. This storm's going to be heading towards you. Top of that, not only is the storm having rotation with it, but it's also capable of let me see here what it also has the potential of producing. Okay. It's not saying because it's about to expire, so that's good. Okay, so it says that the National Weather Service says that the storm has weakened below severe limits and it no longer appears capable of producing a tornado, so therefore they're going to allow the tornado warning to expire. However, keep in mind, this is also the area right here that is in the tornado watch, okay? So keep in mind of that as well. A tornado watch is in effect, and I'll pop that on here for us to see. A tornado watch remains in effect for Fayette, Union, Wayne counties in Indiana, as well as Butler. Let's see here. Turn the radar off so we can see it better. Yeah. Butler, Greene, Clinton, Preble, Montgomery, and Warren counties in Ohio. That's until 5 a.m. Okay? So these are going to be the counties that are going to be having the best chance for some severe weather. Okay? That's a tornado. We do have a tornado on the ground down south right here. That's what purple polygon means. So it's not a question that we could see some spin-ups. So turning the radar back on. Let's see here. What else is the National Weather Service saying? Okay, so this is a measure scale discussion. Okay, so we still have a couple more minutes left on this tornado warning. It looks like, it definitely looks like the storm has weakened. I will say that I don't see the rotation anymore like we were seeing before. So that is some good news. And I'm not seeing any debris signature still, which is also some good news. But yeah, keep in mind, like I said, tornado watch in effect for Fayette, Union, Wayne in Indiana, as well as Butler, Greene, Clinton, Warren, Montgomery, and Preble counties in Ohio until 5 a.m. All right, so just another minute left on this tornado warning. I want to keep something in mind though. I do want to take a look at this though. This is storm total rainfall, and you can see here a lot of times where we have these 1 to 2 inch readings right here. That means we have rainfall going up very, very high right now. We've already had some heavy rainfall move through earlier today, earlier this afternoon, out ahead of this actual system, and now we're seeing even more rain, and so that's going to drive this up into a flooding threat. Okay, and that's why we also have a flood watch that is in effect, and I'll pop that on as well. Just give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay, so we have a flood watch that is in effect for a good chunk of the Miami Valley. Did they cancel Clinton County? No, they never included Clinton County. Okay, so Butler, Clark, Greene, Darke, Miami, Montgomery, and Preble counties in Ohio, Fayette, Union, Wayne in Indiana. Okay, that tornado warning is now expired. It's gone. But yeah, we have a flood watch in effect for a lot of the Miami Valley, except for Clinton, as well as Champaign, Logan, Shelby, Auglaize, and Mercer counties. And this actually runs until through tomorrow morning until, what's that? That's until 10 a.m. So we are going to be watching for the potential flash flooding to occur, okay? So that tornado warning, like I said, has expired, which is some good news. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys stay safe tonight. If I have any other warnings, I will be passing them along. Take care and stay safe. All right. Bye bye.